Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This week is National Library Week. It's from the 8th to the 14th, so yes, it is nearly over. But I still wanted to showcase some of the awesome stuff that I get from my local library. And as you can see, I don't know, you can't really see, I'm showcasing my inner Hermione today for this video. When in doubt, go to the library. I had a couple of things I wanted to wear, but I couldn't quite decide, but I think Hermione was a good choice. When you go to the library, it's only natural for you to pick up some books. So here are the books that I recently grabbed from my library. This is one I'm actually currently reading. It's Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This has all sorts of hype on BookTube, and as you can see, I'm maybe 100 pages in, and the hype is absolutely, it's well deserved. So far, it's so good. I'm really enjoying it so far. I want to talk more about this in my monthly wrap-up, and I know I haven't done them in a little while, but I actually plan on filming them very soon, so keep an eye out for my February and March wrap-up. Now, these next 3 books, I wanted to take this voice acting class, but it's getting really close to my wedding. We're about 6 months out from the big day itself, so I couldn't justify spending a couple $100s on a class. So instead of taking this class, I decided to find some books on the subject and try to teach myself. I have The Art of Voice Acting, the 4th edition by James R. Alberger. I haven't started this yet, but I'm hoping that this book and all the rest of the books are super helpful and super informative. And I got this because I wasn't quite sure where to start when I first started grabbing these books. It's voice acting for dummies. Basically, if I'm not quite understanding the material, hopefully this book will just really dumb it down for me. And then I have the voiceover voice actor, what's it's like behind the mic. And I think this one is more on the business side of things. There's another book that I requested that just haven't arrived yet. That's definitely more about the business side of things, like how to get your demo reel started, where to go for auditions. And I think that one's more the business side of it. But I think that has a little bit of that as well. Basically, in this video, I'm trying to showcase like all of the awesome things you can get from the library. Yes, when you go to the library, you assume, oh, I'm just there to pick up some books. And yes, there's like loads of books for you to look at and to pick up and bring home. But it's so much more than that. I currently have 3 audiobooks. One I physically have right now, and the other 2 are digital. Right now I have The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. Oh, it's just so it's not glaring. I heard this was very funny, which is why I picked it up. I think this is a memoir sort of thing. And the other 2 audiobooks that I have, but just not in physical format, is When Dimple Met Rishi. And I don't know the author offhand. And Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. I have Zenith through Hoopla. And I want to say I got When Dimple Met Rishi over Overdrive. Hoopla and Overdrive, they're apps associated with libraries, and so if your library doesn't necessarily have the physical copy like in their library in stock, you can try to find the digital copies online. And I've been very lucky in finding stuff there if I can't find it in my actual library. Oh, I missed a book. I missed a physical book. I have Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. I picked this up because I actually recently listened to the audiobook, which I absolutely loved, but I knew this was a comic book, or a graphic novel rather, excuse me, and I wanted to take a look at the art style, and it's very cute. I absolutely love the audiobook. I got the audiobook from my library, and you're probably wondering, well, how did they make a graphic novel into an audiobook? Well, they turned it in a full-blown audio drama, and it's fantastic. They have a full cast, like there's a narrator, there's an actor for each character, there's musical interludes, there's sound effects. I am in love with this audiobook. Just the one downside with the audiobook, you don't get to see the art style here. So the next time I listen to the audiobook, I think I'm going to listen to it as I'm like flipping through the physical book itself. Now at libraries, not only can you get literature, but you can get other media, you can get music, you can get movies, and I don't have cable. I just have internet. I don't see the point in paying for cable, and so I pick up as many DVDs as I can as they come out. As you can see, I have Get Out, which is an Oscar winner, and I'm really excited to watch this. I have Spider-Man Homecoming. This is just something that I've been meaning to watch. I want to try to watch all of the Marvel movies before Infinity War comes out. And I have Justice League. This is something I've been looking forward to. I really enjoyed Wonder Woman, but this, from what the reviews I've read, this was, I guess, a little disappointing, so I'm a little hesitant in watching it, but I'm obviously going to watch it. Now, these two movies aren't necessarily something that I would normally grab. One is Wonder, which is based on that children's book, and I heard it was very sad, which is the only reason I'm watching it, because I'm a glutton for punishment. I absolutely love sad books and sad movies. It's just a guilty pleasure of mine, and so I'm gonna watch this eventually. I think I'm gonna watch this by myself, because I don't think John, who's my fiance, if you're new here, I don't think he's interested in watching this at all. And this last one is The Florida Project, with William Dafoe. I picked this up for William Dafoe. As I was watching other movies that I had brought home, I saw this being advertised, like, in the ads before you get to the main screen. I'm like, oh, William Dafoe, and the story seems pretty interesting. It looks like William Dafoe is a caretaker of this hotel, and he like somehow befriends this little girl that her mom isn't necessarily watching her. And I'm curious to how this movie plays out. It seems that it's a very feel-good sort of movie, and I hope it's that. So that is everything that I have to show you for you guys. I tend to bring a lot of stuff home from the library since I work at the library, and as I'm working, I'm like, oh, this looks interesting, and I always bring stuff home. And sometimes I'll bring stuff back without even looking at it, because that moment of weakness will usually pass, and it's like, yeah, I really wasn't interested in this, and I'll bring it back. But I think working at the library is really awesome. I get to see things that I wouldn't normally seek out. As I'm putting things away, that's usually how I discover new things, and I get to read it and try it and watch it before I actually purchase it. And it's terrible. I told myself that I was going to actually get started on my physical TBR, like books that I currently own, and calm down on the library stuff. I was like, you know what? I won't bring home books, but I will bring home audiobooks and movies. And as you can see, I've gotten a little crazy on everything regardless. You know what? Tell me what about your favorite thing about the library. Feel free to talk about that down in the comments below. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.